Welcome to a tour of the green spaces in Prestwich. First we'll start off with St Mary's Flower Park. Now this beautiful park is maintained by volunteers. They come in a couple of times a week and they tend to all the beautiful flower beds. As you can see, everything's kept really nice. Just hang on a second, I'll just help the cars. Grab that. That can go in the bin. And as you can see, plenty of people use the park. Chap there just sat reading his morning paper. Peace and quiet. People walking the dogs, just generally chatting. I love this part. It's like the wild area, the wildflower area. It's all very nice. And as you can see, you can either come down by the steps, or if you've got mobility issues, you can walk down the ramp at the side. Oh, there's two ramps actually, one either side. Oh look, more crap. From Greg's. Why they can't put it in the bin? It's like 2 foot away. Hey ho. We've got a few benches dedicated to people. Precious memories of Minnie and Richard Riley and their beloved sons Peter and Graham. Here's a little stump of a tree, which is quite an interesting little thing. Metropolitan Borough of Bury. This tree was planted in 1985 in memory of all the deceased and former councillors who devoted their time and efforts for the people of Prestwich. May 2016. That's quite a nice little tribute, isn't it? Councillor's job, very difficult, especially now you've got social media. People asking questions, pointing the obvious out, people asking the hard questions. This is a little children's play area. I don't know quite what it is, but it looks cool anyway. It's like kids can bring the little toys and stones and rocks and things that they make. How nice is that? And of course St Mary's Park is used, or St Mary's Flowers Park should I say, is used for Clough Day, which is a huge event in the calendar in Prestwich, and it's very well attended by a lot of residents and lots of visitors as well. So, as we're walking up to the back end of the park, we come to an area where there used to be a bandstand, and hopefully in the next couple of years we could get another bandstand up here, and that would be very, very nice. Can you imagine a bandstand here, music playing, different types of music in the summer, so on and so forth. You know, kids can come. Imagine a lot of young kids just coming and setting up all their equipment and their amps and the drum kit and stuff like that and just giving a concert. All these young people in bands And of course you could have the sort of chamber music type stuff for the people that don't particularly like the younger person's music. So plenty of space for, here we go again, another bit of crap. Plenty of space for people to walk the dogs, run around with the kids, bring the ankle biters in the pram, give them a bit of fresh air. And it's just a nice, tranquil, local green space. And next we will be heading off into Prestwich Clough. And there's the information on Prestwich Clough. So next, this way, down to Prestwich Clough. Right, now we're off down into the Prestwich Clough section of a Coddiwomple tour of Prestwich green spaces. It's not particularly nice day today, but I might just do an updated version of these videos when the sun's out. But when the sun's out, it's very, very busy down there, as you can hear now. Lots of people. Now that path up there takes you back up to Berry Road, and here we go into the Clough now. Morning. Hello. Now that route up there, that's my pointing stick, by the way, takes you up to St Mary's Church, and this takes you down into the Clough. At weekends it's very busy down here with dog walkers, people just generally walking with the family, cyclists, and just generally people enjoying the outdoors. Now normally on my Coddiwomples I walk fairly fast, but for the sake of this I'll take my time. For the sake of this video, should I say, I'll take my time. Now clearly around here there's been some forestry management going on. Probably a few trees have got some sort of disease and they've decided to clear it up. Or they may well just be creating a new path, I don't know. But they also cut the foliage back, which is good, because it was very, very overgrown down here a couple of weeks back, but at least they've cut it back, which is good. Good morning. As you can see, there's still works going on here from the recent landslide that took place further down, which I'll show you in a minute. they've had to do this works to get certain vehicles in, and it looks like they've put some new pipe work in down here, but all this will get reinstated and it'll be back to normal soon. And that path up there takes you up to St Mary's Church in Prestwich. And as you can see, the graveyard's just over there. That's a whole new video, that, because that's a lovely walk round. Now, up here, you can actually take two different routes. You can go up along there, which is across the top of the Clough, let's say, or you can go down this way. Which is my preferred route. Going up over the top of the Clough on the other route, it's a fairly flat walk that all the way through. So there's no inclines and declines for people that have got mobility issues. So it's a nicer walk that way, or it's an easier walk. Some 2023 modern art. Now there's these little posts with numbers on all over the Clough. I don't actually know what they are yet, but I will work out and try and find out what they are. But I'm sure somebody will comment on it and let me know. Now we're coming to the area where they're doing the repairs on the recent landslide that happened. And as you can see, putting new pipes in, and so on and so forth. Amazing the engineering feats that they get on with these people. They have to create roads and so on and so forth. All this will be reinstated. Now clearly I can't go that way because there's heavy machinery working here today. So I'm going to have to go round. What is it about men and diggers? You've got to stop and watch them. Oh, that's getting a wiggle on, isn't it? Right, I'm going to go round, so up over this bridge. And then, if I remember rightly, we just go up over the top. Now obviously if you've got mobility issues, you can't really come this way. So I would suggest you take the top path and walk around the works that are going on. And this brings us, oh, it's a lovely little, quiet little area. Obviously you can see a path that people use, come down this way. I'll come from St Anne's Road. St Anne's Road is up that way. And then this brings you right round to another path. As you see, there's another path up there. Takes you over the top. Another path which will cut through up there. That path will take you up to St Anne's Road entrance. Hello, little doggy. Hi, buddy. Yeah. There's one of those little numbered posts again. And this is where, just under that tree there, right under that tree, was where the sewer pipe cracked. And with all the rain, Mother Nature took over. And as you can see, there was a bit of a landslide going on. And it's taken them a month or so to get it right. And they've had to take a lot of trees down. I can understand why they've taken those 2 trees down up there, because they would have been dangerous for the people working on repairing all this. But the repairs seem to be coming along nicely. Where that fence is at the top there, that's the top path. That's the easier route through the Clough. And as you can see, they've nearly finished all these repairs down here. It shouldn't be too long before this section is opened back up again and people can wander. Hello, little doggy. And as you can see, people just like to come to the Clough, sit, chill, be at one with their thoughts. Now, I'm hoping somebody can actually tell me why that's rust coloured. There's got to be a reason for it. I think it might be the works that are going on. But to me, the water in there looks clear. So that means that there's no sewage or other nasties flowing in it. As you can see just up there again, there's the top path. Takes you right along. That's the easier route, as I say. Now look at these magnificent trees. I do wonder how long they've been here. Beautifully solid old things. Various benches to have a stop off and have a rest. Could do with a bit of TLC, but I'm sure they'll get round to that. More of the numbered posts. Sid the squirrel. It's quite cool, that. I like the way they've done that. Very good. Very clever. Now, as you can see, there's more works going on here. Putting more pipe works in to try and rectify the problem that was at the other end. Obviously caused problems further down, or they've taken the chance to just upgrade everything at the same time. Yeah, you can see they're upgrading the sewage outlets there, and a couple of 3-4 trees have had to be taken down. That's because the land has collapsed from underneath it, and trees would have fallen on people. And once again, the top path that you can see. Don't know how long these works are going to take, but it looks like they're creating some sort of pathway, roadway for the heavy machinery to get down to complete the works. Don't quite know what's going on there, but I wonder what were they doing with all these trees that they cut down. Will we be taking the logs off site and letting people take them so they can use them for the log burners at home? Or what the rules are on that. But again, as you can see, there's heavy machinery down here. Little bridge has been built. Hello. Little bridge has been built. So they're obviously doing some works here somehow. And that path there, as you can see, is the top path that comes down to meet this other path. So there's the works. There's lots of works going on. And off we go now, onto the rest of the Clough. Got a nice memorial bench here. Forever in our hearts in memory of Arthur Chadwick, died 25th February 2002, age 54. A wonderful husband to Christine and father to Nick and Laura, who loved to climb Pendle Hill and walk in the English countryside. Gone but never forgotten, always loved. That's a nice little memorial bench. As you can see, the water is relatively clear. Don't want to... Off we pop to the rest of the Coddiwomple. As you can see, there's certain forestry maintenance has gone on to make sure everything's working right. that path there will lead up to, I would suspect, it would go up to further down St Anne's Road. There's your information. The path goes up to Ruskin Road, which is an extension of St Anne's Road. After 45 years of living around here, I never knew that. Well, you learn something every day. Right, on we go. Now into a much nicer, cleaner part of the Clough. Well, not cleaner part, greener part. Well, it's all green actually, but cleaner as in there's no work going on. Hello.
Morning.
How nice must it be to live back in onto the Clough? Just hop over your garden wall and then you go into the Clough. I'll take a minute here just to chill. It's a big doggy. He might be after my stick. Hello.
You alright?
Yeah, good, thank you. Can't really see much down that side with the weeds and everything. Might get a better view here. Nice little brook where you can actually get access to. walk down. A little bit rough, but for those able-bodied people, we can get down there. See, Mother Nature's been doing a job, hasn't she? She's been whipping branches off, or branches that are not healthy have been ripped off in various storms and stuff. I love how the ivy's climbing up all the trees in this section. Wonderful. Fantastic tree there. Quaint little area. Bit of fence repair needed here. As you can see, you've got little paths that shoot off the main path. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Not bad, and you?
Very well, thank you. And this is the end of Prestwich Clough. Down that road, where the old Prestwich tip used to be, there is now houses. This road here takes you back up to Prestwich Village, past the Prestwich, or the section of Prestwich Hospital that's still in operation, and that takes you into Drinkwater Park, which is the subject of another video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Prestwich Clough and take a different route back to St Mary's Flower Park. So I'll go round the periphery, let's call it, and take the top path. So you get a different perspective. So Hello. So we came down that way, and what we'll do is we'll go back round this way. As you can see, this area is quite well used. I love these swings. "50 years ago when I was 10, 11, we used to make swings like this when we lived in Gorton before we moved over to Prestwich when I was 14, 15. I think they're really cool, but a lot of the time the council cut them down, and I can get that because I can understand that because it's health and safety and all that, but let the kids build swings. Nothing better than homemade swing, swinging across a river, wondering whether it's going to break and you're going to end up in the water. Don't matter if you do anyway, skin's waterproof, you'll dry. Might break an arm or a leg, but you know what, they heal as well. And as you come back round, I'll actually go up the top. Because here we go. As you can see, that seems to be a favourite tree for a swing because you're swinging across the walkway. Or actually, you could come from the other side and swing right across here. Get on that side, swing right across here and jump off here. That'd be cool. The council should put some proper swings in for the young people. And mad sods like me, I'd have a go at it again. Right, let's follow this path round this way rather than be on the main path. This path obviously runs parallel to the main path. You see the main path just there? See, not too far. brings you back. So the main path, entrance exit up to, can you see it there? Entrance exit up to Ruskin Road. The main path will go back this way and I'll obviously take the top path. Maybe see what different types of work are going on from a different angle. That's the bridge they built to enable the heavy machinery to get in. Yeah, I wondered if all that lumber can be chopped down and used for logs for people in Prestwich that have got wood burners. It would be a good idea. This is the entrance from Prestwich. I think it's from the, what does it say? That'll take you back up into the centre of Prestwich. And here we have Oscar the Owl. I'm saying it's Oscar the Owl, it might be female, I don't know, it might be Olivia the Owl. Whatever it is, it's great. As you can see, there's lots of work's going on everywhere. You have to manage the trees. Right, now we're going up and we're going to take the top path. Which is the route I would suggest anybody takes that has any form of mobility issues, because it is a lot flat. There's some slight inclines. Again, that leads up to what looks like some allotments. Oh yeah, it does. Lots of allotments. Didn't know they were here. That's mainly because I don't use the top path. We're at the top. Just below us here is where the actual sewer collapsed and there was the landslide. And as you can see, these trees would have, all the roots would have lost any sort of footing that they had. And that would take you probably up to the back of St Mary's Church. I don't know, I'd have to explore that. Or somebody could possibly tell me in the comments where that is. Mary Lou Moore's, always in the Clough. A nice tribute. Yeah, wheelchair users and people with prams use the lower path. That obviously has got more inclines. I'm saying these benches could use with a bit of TLC and updating. That'll lead up to Prestwich, to the back of the church, St Mary's Church, I would suspect. Don't know, never been up there. This is actually where the main landslide was. We were down there before, we're now up here. As you can see, work continues at a pace. You can see why they had to chop these trees down here, these two trees, purely and simply because their roots would have had nothing. All that fresh soil that you can see there, that was all gone, washed away. And they decided to do some forest maintenance around here, which is pretty good. Now, how do I get round here? I don't think I can. Somehow I'm going to have to cut across and be very naughty. I'll probably get shouted at by some workmen, but anyhow. St Mary's Church graveyard there, as you can see. That top path would normally come right the way round here, so you can come round here and then back along here, but clearly there's heavy machinery here, so we can't do that, so we have to go this way. And then rejoin the top path here. As you can see, the top path runs along the graveyard of St Mary's Church. Why on earth would you put tarmac down here? It's a bit mad, that. Now that pathway there is where we actually came in. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go up here, follow this chap. I'll wait for him to get out of the way actually. Which this path is effectively cutting through the churchyard of St Mary's Church, and as you can see from the incline it's quite steep. And it's certainly not accessible by a wheelchair. See? There's St Mary's Church. Again, that's a whole new video. There's the path that runs through the graveyard. And we're going to go this way. As you can see, there's various paths that take you back down to the Clough, into the middle. Another angle from St Mary's Church. Very interesting walking around there. What an interesting story, funny story. One of my friends is a bit nutty. Well, she's not that nutty, she just likes having fun. Sent me on a wild goose chase down there one day looking for something. I'll tell you about it when I do the video of there. That takes you up to Church Lane. When you got the church in, you can get back into Prestwich. This takes you down back into the Clough from the St Mary's Flower Park entrance. In summer this gets quite busy. People come from the pub down into the Clough, into the park, and on Clough Day obviously it's very busy because there's stuff happening up at the church and pub and people cut through here. I'll generally just come down and have a chill. So that's where we originally came in. And now we're going to go back along this path. And I don't know if you can see through there. That's a wonderful bowling green in there. I believe it belongs to the Con Club, I think it would be. Now this path runs parallel with St Mary's Flower Park, which is just on the other side of this fence. And the reason I've come this way is not only to show you the path, but recently a group of volunteers have been rewilding a certain section of this area. As you can see, they've put a little pond in. Well, they've put a couple of ponds in actually. And what they've done is, seems to be an ongoing programme of works going on here, but they've created a couple of ponds, and obviously that'll be some sort of something growing up that at some stage, but they've left this particular area to nature, and I think that this will become quite a lovely wildflower meadow next year. As you can see, the reeds are growing and starting to look nice, starting to take shape. That takes you back up to Berry Road. That takes you down to the Clough, and this takes you back into St Mary's Flower Park. And as you can see, even in the rain, people are out and about. And that is your tour of St Mary's Park, St Mary's Flower Park should I say, and Prestwich Clough.